I'd like to welcome you guys out to this video. Nicholas Conti here representing King Visions Forex. Back again with some more news you guys could use. And today we actually have a request from one of our group members. We're going to actually cover how we were able to track and follow smart money using Forex option contracts or currency options. Now, some of you guys may be familiar with the relationship between things like bonds, stocks, currencies, commodities, and the different mechanisms to actually execute your trades, whether we're going to be using options, futures, standard stock, or excuse me, standard Forex and stock exchanges. So without further ado, we're going to jump into some different things on the chart. And we're also going to look at how we're tracking this smart money plays to catch nice moves out of the market. So Friday, we actually called the trade for about 100 pips with Euro USD. And a little background information about this trade. We like to keep it very simple, very easy. There's no, confusing methods, tons of indicators, looking for all these different patterns. We just want to see what the big players are doing, the big money movers, the people that's going to be contributing to what we call money flow in the market. So each day, there on the major pairs, there are FX or currency expiry options or options that expire. Now, there's a New York cutoff, giving that give us a great opportunity to take advantage of some of the smart money movement or money flow. Now, an example was Friday, the Euro USD had about 200 of options that expired. Now, the ones over $1 billion tend to have more impact. So that example with the EU, there was about 2.1 billion of option contracts expiring at the level of 1.21 or 1.21 level. So this isn't a precise science, but now we do have an itemized level or a good institutional level where we can follow money flow. So trading with options, just to kind of give you guys, make you guys a little bit more aware of what an option is. It's actually going to be a financial instrument that gives the holder the right, but not the obligation to buy or sell an underlying asset at a predetermined price within a given time frame. So with that information, we're actually going to be able to locate and see these option levels. Now, typically before the New York cutoff, which is actually going to be 10 o'clock New York time, 9 o'clock Central on my time. Now, again, that option is going to be alive until that time. So there's that big order sitting there that's going to disappear or it's going to expire worthless at that particular time. So again, this isn't a precise science, but we can look at the price action around this level and we can see that at this level, there's going to be either there's going to be a defense or there's going to be a keen or extreme move out of that level. So let's dive in, and we do have Euro USD already on the screen. You guys can let's find that level. So we have it here, UTC time. Let's see what time zone we're in. So yeah, this is New York time, and we can see at this level here, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock here. We got a nice impulsive move down. We came back to check that level or retest, and then we were off to the races for about 50, 60 pips. So we see that, price at that cutoff time was nowhere near the 121. So if buyers had contracts, they were actually going to be losing money. So, that we know that this level here particularly or shouldn't have buyers. This is going to be holding this drawdown. They're going to go ahead and let this close out worthless. It's going to give more fuel and momentum to the sellers, which gave us the indication to sell alongside of just simple things like our EMA tilted down. We can see right at the 121 coming into the cutoff. There was no move or attempt really to push above. We consolidated. We were already in a downtrend. And then we can also see volume pick up to the downside. So there was some good indications. We see nice, movement coming downward into the stochastics. So great indication, great play. We also have our equilibrium coming to the downside. If you're not familiar with some of these terms, we do cover it in our actual work or our platform. Guys, feel free to look us up, King Visions Forex or www.kingvisionsforex.com. You can also find us on Instagram at pipsoverpass.com. Now we're going to give, or we do give out these expiry options giving you guys a shortcut or a hack into the market each week in our private group, or actually in our public group as well. So I posted this before the options ended. Show here that we were itemizing or looking at that 121 level, 2.1 billion. So we knew there was going to be a big move. So it doesn't provide us a directional bias, but it does let us know that there's the battle of the bulls and the bears, or this is going to be a very important institution level that we can base trades off of. So let's see here. I'm gonna pull up the actual options expiry list, and we can see if there's anything that we can find for next week. But psychologically, the way you want to look at this is, as this strategy is called, magnets and landmines. We want to look at these areas at either a good place to take profit. So let's say we were buying and we caught this buy throughout the week, and we know that the expiry is going to happen on Friday, and we see that, well, okay, even though we're in profit, we see that now price is moving away from that 121 level. Good area to take profit, or it's going to be actually another good area to participate or get into the actual trade. So recognizing these levels are going to provide you guys with some great opportunities. Going to give you a shortcut into the market, help you avoid, getting tricked out by some of these patterns or lagging indicators. As we always say, they can manipulate price, but they can't hide their transactions in the volume. This is going to be another great method to itemize what we call sentiment and to see the actual money flow in the market. So let's go ahead and pull up some actual options, and we see if there's anything we're going to be looking for next week. So we do see that coming in Friday, gave us a nice play. We're going to be looking, let's see what we have next week. So we do have some nice contracts in the GU at 137. So just to give you guys an example of how we're going to mark this up, let's pull up GU. And what we're going to be doing is we're just going to go ahead and get our chart set up, and we're going to sit and wait. And when they make a move, we're going to stalk them and participate in that direction. So the actual option is at 137, 137 for, I think, over a billion. So what we're going to do is at the 9 o'clock, which is New York open, or NYSC, or it's when the stock market actually opens, we want to see where price is. We know that there's going to be big orders, whether it's buying or selling, at 137. So we see price moving in very nicely, and we see this level hold. We may be looking for options depending on the volume. Maybe we use something like MACD, help us with our directional bias. Other things that we dive into will be things like, how hedge funds position. But to keep it simple, we just want to see, are there wicks coming into this? Are there big solid candles? If so, then we're going to react accordingly, and we'll be looking to be either a buyer or a seller at this point. So we're going to see how that holds. If we get beneath the course, same thing with EU, we're going to be looking to find a place and an opportunity to sell this. So big option expiring on Thursday. This is a great method. You guys could feel free to follow us again on all forms of social media. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to comment. And what I'll do is I'll attach our public group in the description of this video, so you guys have any further questions, or are looking to learn a little bit more about how banks and institutions actually execute or participate in the financial or arena, whether that's Forex, stocks, cryptocurrencies, bonds, commodities. Feel free to reach out. We are opening up our platform. But again, I want to keep this video kind of short. Nicholas Conti. Hope this helps you guys out, and peace.